Hey everybody, Steve here, and you know, I've been out on YouTube watching all kinds of videos of people that like to shell their beans and make their own little contraptions, and I'm not growing a lot of beans yet out in the garden, but I'm doing some dry edibles, and I'm just shelling enough right now for seed for next year's crop. And I kind of got the inventive bug the other day is what actually happened, because you can only watch so many of those videos without getting the creative juices flowing. So I started walking up and down the aisles of my favorite man store here in Fargo, North Dakota, and what I found was a rather simple way to shell beans and get them cleaned up real nice for seed. So little bit of creativity here. Now, maybe you know what this is. This is a Grillo sheet, right? This goes on your grill. Well, it also happens to be not a very bad size for a sieve for your beans. So there's our Grillo sheet. And what we did is we took and put that inside this box. You notice we got 2x2 underneath and 2x4 up on top and the sheet in between, and fastened it with some screws. Then what we're going to do is take and set it down on the side of this plastic cup, just like that. Load it up with a few of our beans. Get a few in there. You've got to be careful not to overload it, just kind of one layer. Alright, we won't do any more than that for this trip. And then what we do, we take this little board that I cut to fit right on here, push that down on there, and then we start tapping on it with the rubber hammer to start busting up the pods. Get them open. So we do that. Once we've done a little bit of that, and we shake a little bit to get those beans to go through the sieve and land down in the bottom. And then what I do after that is I take the board and I stand it on the edge. And then we just work it through this way to finish breaking up the bean pods. Go back and forth here a few times. Just like that. The really cool thing about this is you can do this all for about 30 bucks. This is about what I spent. I know there's $500 fancy machines out there and some that cost even more. But if you're not growing a lot and you're on a tight budget, well, here's the way to go. Alright, so shake it around a little more. In this particular case, we're doing red kidney beans. We're getting a good bunch of them down in the bottom already. You can probably hear them. I'll do this just a little bit more here. And then what I like to do is I like to just get my hands in here and just squish them a little bit just to get the last of the beans out of there. We don't have a lot of beans here, so we want to get as many of them as we can. Alright, shake that a little bit more. And let me grab the garden can. Alright, so one last shake. Okay, get rid of this. Get one more bean. Okay, so there we go. We had a few pods get down in the bottom. I see we got more than one kind of bean coming here. There's a couple of extra pinto beans that's in here too. This must be the bucket that got mixed. And then what we do after that, now you've seen these in the store, right? You usually see these in the office supply store. What do you do with this? You take that, you sit it on your desk, put stickies in it, you put paper in it, you put your pens in it. Well, we're going to use it for something just a little bit different here, because we're not functionally fixed in this family. Let me just show you what you can do with one of these. You pour this in, give it a little shake, get some of the small stuff out of the way, maybe pick some of the big stuff out by hand. Okay, probably good enough. And you can see we got a nice little supply of kidney beans there. Then, we borrow the Wade's hair blower. Okay, you really want to clean it up good. Just take and swing this around. a little bit. And there we are. 1 or 2 pieces of bean pod left. And there's what we got. Nice little batch of red kidney beans. Got a couple of pintos that stuck in there on us, but that's all right. We'll keep them too. You just buy yourself some small containers. I'm going to get some glass jars eventually, but right now I've got these to use. And there we go. There's seed for this spring's crop. Thank you very much. My cameraman is Dan the Man, and I'm Steve, and hope we gave you some ideas and got your creative juices flowing. Go out and try your own.